Hello and welcome to part 11. I thought I would go ahead and put this back together and see if we can fire it up and see what happens. I will say when I took the bulbs out to clean them and the sockets in the inside, I did drop the NE51H for the volume side, and I guess the little poles in there got bent a little bit too far apart, so they're not working, so I'm going to have to order a bulb. And I think they only sell them in 10 packs from the bulb place, unless I want to spend a lot more money on one than a 10 pack. But anyway, so as you can see, look, we have a raster, and it's a little jumpy, but I guess it's not rolling, so turn that on. Oh, 3 or 4. Oh. There we go. There's those lines. Okay. It's the same DVD I had in there months ago. Obviously I use this a lot. Let's see what happens when I find the remote. Picture isn't torquing, but it certainly needs to be centered. Oh, I don't know which one. We'll just pick one. Well, it doesn't seem to be twerking around.
Code word Z-E-R-O 0. Open up in there.
Contrast seems pretty good and stable, I guess. Well, I'm impressed. I guess it must have been that, I guess it must have been, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the stupid movie. So I guess I must have had the shorting problem with the ground on the vertical, so because of course that was the problem. I spent 4.5 hours and going cross-eyed working on that couplet replacement, thinking that was probably the problem. So I don't know, now I'm tempted to go ahead and tack it in, but anyway, I realize this is dragging on. But there's some more cleanup to do, so this is a definite improvement. So, hooray, yippee! And I'll be back. And just in case Scott's watching, I'll let him get into this a little more.
Whoever did this had to be one of our own people. No one else could have gotten past security. The only person that entered the control room was the new rocket expert, Major Reeves. Impossible. He was assigned to us directly from Cloud Base, and they can confirm it.
Okay, so I think I've got it adjusted out pretty good. I'm going through the blonder tongue at the moment, and it doesn't get the best reception with just the wires hanging out the back. So I do want to try that new couplet that I built, because I just want to see if I did it right. Since this one is tacked in, I should be able to do it. But the other thing I want to do while I have it out is I want to test that other picture tube. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that and see what happens. So I'll be right back. Hello. Before I decided to try the other tube, I thought I would tack in the couplet that I made. Let's see if I can get that focused. I guess I can't show you the backside because I put the tube in again. So let's see how this works. Alright. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of quick checks. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and made sure everything was connected up. Started almost a VCR. Alright, let's see what goes on here. Cross your fingers. Okay. There we go. See, the width is off again. I swear, every time I touch any component on here, the width goes off. Well, I would say that I properly built that couplet, since I've got a picture. I guess I should be more proud of myself. That was a hard thing to do. Okay, so yeah. Alright, well, what I'm going to do now is try a different picture tube. So there you have it. You can see that I successfully built a K3 couplet. I'll be back. Well, this is kind of interesting. A couple things about this tube that are weird. First of all, it was covered in dirt, for one thing. And if any of you are actually noticing, if you look at the picture very closely. But anyway, the other thing is that I guess I need to clean out the inside, because I can hear the high voltage bleeding or arcing inside the little buttonhole. So it dawned on me, I guess I didn't grab a Q-tip and clean out on the inside of that thing. But anyway, another thing is, when it first turned on, only the left side of the screen was lit up. And in the last couple of minutes, it's started filling out. So I don't know if it's because it's a tube that's never really been used and needs to be burned in, or what's going on. So anyway, I'm going to leave this for a little bit. It's yeah, I don't know if you can hear it arcing or not, but let's see. Alright, well anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and end this now and edit the video and upload it. I'll just leave this running for just a little bit, see if that screen fills out more, but I don't really see much of a difference in anything, really. I don't see much of a difference in brightness. I don't see... the linearity was off. a little bit, but I mean, I guess that's to be expected. It's a different tube altogether. So anyway, and then it's just that right now the left side is just so much brighter than the right side. And I don't know. That's just kind of odd. But anyway, I'll just leave it be, and I'll give you guys an update later, I guess. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, well, I wasn't quite sure what to think, but it turned out to be a lot of adjustments were required, especially with the, you know, the two little magnets in the back. They center the picture here. I'll show you. And I'm still not quite finished, but these here, I had to move those all over the place, and at one point I had a porthole TV. So, and I had to mess around with the width, and I think the pin cushion is off a little bit as well, but that's this adjustment right here. So anyway, the tube's fine. I was getting worried there. And I assume that the reason why it got a little bit brighter, I told you when it started up it was only half the screen, is because I was back there messing with the yoke, and I probably inadvertently moved one of those little magnets. So anyway, that's it. I'll see you in part 12. And actually this tube does work pretty well. I got a ton of brightness, which you would expect, although it does kind of affect the picture. And the contrast works. It doesn't wash out as much as the old one, so anyway, I'm glad, because I was getting a little freaked out that the tube was bad, and what are you supposed to do when you buy a new old stock rebuilt tube that was sitting somewhere collecting dirt for 55 years. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 12.